According to recent news, the newly president-elect of Argentina has proposed dollarization of Argentinian economy. Now, we need to know three things. Where is Argentina? What is the problem in Argentina? And what is dollarization? Number one, where is Argentina? So Argentina is a country in South American continent. It is on the southeastern part of the continent. Number two, what is the problem in Argentina? Argentina is dealing with inflation. Now, what is inflation? So inflation is the rise of price of a commodity over a certain time period, which is usually taken to be 1 year. So the inflation in India is around 5%, which means something the price of which was 100 rupees last year will cost 105 this year. The same inflation in Argentina is about 150%. So something the price of which was 100 rupees last year will cost 150 rupees this year. Now this inflation had to be curbed. So due to scarcity of supply and due to inflation, the Argentinian central bank printed currencies to deal with the shortage of currencies. What this led to was more inflation. Now, how does printing currency leads to more inflation? When we print, the central bank prints currency and pushes it into the market, the supply of currency increases, but the supply of products on which the currency has to be spent is the same. Now the demand is high and people are ready to pay more money for the same thing, but the supply is limited. So the cost of that particular limited supply increases, and this increases inflation. So this is how printing currency by the central bank is not a very wise step to curb inflation. So inflation increased. So the newly president-elect has proposed dollarization. What is dollarization? Dollarization is converting the country's economy into a dollar economy. So doing away with one's own currency, stopping one's own central bank, taking off all the powers from the central bank, and adopting dollar as the nation's currency. How can this be helpful? So this can be helpful because dollar is a stable currency and it is also a hard currency used worldwide. So there is very less chance of decrease in value of dollar, which can help in curbing inflation. So things that costed $2 will still cost $2 or a little more, not as high as the difference in peso. So this is one reason. But what is the problem with dollarization? So the problem is that by the very picture of it is not easy to do away with one's own currency. It's a nation, it's not a house. So do away with one's own currency and adopt dollar all at once. And two, there is a problem that this step will take away all the powers of the central bank to deal with domestic crisis. So for example, if you notice, the RBI has the power to supply currency whenever there is a need of currency in the market, and take away extra cash from the hands of people when it feels that the inflation is increasing. That power will be not there in the hand of Argentinian bank. Third, the problem is that to have such shift happen, there has to be a set amount of dollar that the bank or the country should already have to start with. But economists suggest that Argentina does not have that much dollars, and in addition to that, Argentina has yet not paid back the IMF loan of about $44 billion. So these are the problems. Now Argentina is amid that decision making if dollarization is good or not, but the president-elect seems to be firm on his stand. So let's see what happens as the news progresses.